Hi everybody, good morning again from the wilds backcountry of Idaho. I am trying to clear a 9,000 foot peak here and I just got bumped by some amazing wind or just a little bit of turbulence. Look at this as I head to this one peak up here. This is so amazing. I'm climbing like crazy on the upwind side, I bet. And as I pass this peak up ahead, it's going to drop me down again. Sunrise here. I came up early, so it's nice and cool. I'm in this location in real life. It was only in the 30s this morning. Just beautiful being out in the Rockies. Oh, look at that view over there. Wow. And now look at the VSI. Let's see what happens over this ridge. Look at that steep canyon. Holy mackerel. Look at that drop off down there. Now we're rising like a rocket again. I have it perfectly trimmed. Getting a good updraft here. Now as we pass this peak, it should drop me down at least. Of course, I didn't have the camera on it. It was quite a jolt earlier, but the physics of the mountains in Flightsim here, 24, are really, really amazing. And I'm trying to find this small airport called Krassel USFS Forest Service airport. It's at 4,000 feet and it's only 1,500 feet long on the other side of the river, and I have it programmed into GPS here. Oh, what a picture. Screenshot time. Can't help it. I don't know about you guys, you take screenshots all the time? Because my computer is filled with them and I can't stop. One more. If it only didn't pause for that second of screenshotting, it would be just amazing, but I see no solution for that. Anyway, I'm looking over here for the little airstrip. Time to come down, because on the map there, once again, my views, in case you're unfamiliar, views are made by Control, Alt, and numbers 1 through 0, and then you recall them by assigning a button to a joystick or hat or any other controller device you want. And that's what I do here all the time. Get all these different views for the Cessna I'm in. Alright, time to throttle back a bit and head over there. I am staring at this map here. I'm going to zoom in to 24K. It's going to be tricky. Yesterday I died several times trying to land off-roading. It didn't work too well for me because 24 has things like rocks and things that will tip you now. But I want to find this place live on the camera with you just because it's fun to talk about bush flying and other stuff. If I can throw things out that maybe Flightsim pilots don't know about. I love the Coronado 185 tail dragger. It's fabulous. Great default airplane now that's in there. And here's another big canyon. I'm looking at a sectional chart next to my left side here also in the valley. I just don't know where all the wildlife went. I'm trying to see bears and things. I haven't seen anything lately. There was a lot of wildlife before, crossing runways and stuff, but in the last few months I don't see anything. I used to see it where I wouldn't expect it, so I don't know. But anyway, we're looking over here for this little grass strip. This is just default scenery. I really haven't bought a lot of scenery add-ons because I forget where they are and then I never know. They're just sort of lost forever. But the default scenery to me is almost as good, and you'll never have a frame rate hit with something default. I mean, years ago we could only imagine what default scenery would look like. We would be payware quality. Alright, I'm right over this airport now and I can't find it, so it's gotta be right down here. Boy, this is really, really rocky around here. I don't know where they'd have a 1,500 foot private strip, but we're gonna find it. Must be almost over the top of it now. I've come down in the canyon. Ooh, I just saw something. Holy mackerel. And not only that, there's an airplane down there. I just saw it. It was just under my left corner. This looks pretty dangerous getting into this valley. Look at the beautiful colors and everything. This is using live weather, and it's usually sunny out here, which is why I love it. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, there's the airstrip. And there's an airplane down there. Wow. Oh, I gotta control the plane first. Alright, let's go to the first notch of flaps. Looking over here. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but at the local airport I'm at in real life, McCall, Idaho, right now in our jet, there is backcountry bush tours you can take. You can subscribe and take a real bush flying course while you're there for 2, 3, or 4 days. Sounds really, really neat to me. I guess they do stuff like this. They bring you into the backcountry of Idaho. All right, I'm going to add another notch of flaps here. Full flaps here. Whoa. All right, and I got to turn in this blind canyon. I don't know. Not a lot of thought is going into this. I'm just doing it as I make it up as I go along here. And I got to make sure my props go full forward. There we go. And I got to find this runway again in the valley down here. There it is. Look at that, man. All right, I got full flaps, props forward. Notice in bush country you don't have a good sense of direction. Artificial horizon is very necessary because you can't tell up slopes, down slopes, tilts, or nothing. Now in a shadow here with the sunlight. Wow, that is really, really neat. I guess there's an escape route if I went around, but it looks like it's really just a rock wall. I feel like this is, you got to make it in, or you don't have any choice. You have to survive. There's a river down there too. Wow. All right, I feel like I'm high and fast, which worries me. So I'm going to side slip just a little bit here. There we go. Nice side slip down into the forest. Holy mackerel. Oh, I want to run out of room. Gotta get the brakes on. Brakes. Tail down. Braking. Ooh. And we did it. Finally. I didn't crash in front of you guys. Wow, that airplane just warped into a fifth dimension or something. Well, this is really cool for default scenery. I don't have my frame rate counter up, but it's hovering around 77 FPS right here. I have pretty much everything on ultra. Various videos I've made in the past show that stuff on the laptop that I have. Wow, look at that. The sun coming up. Now I want to get that camping ad on. That is really, really neat. Bring my flaps up over here. Go park over here by the building. Alright, we're parked. The parking brake on. Go down to the lights, landing light, nav light. Oh, we'll kill this too, and there goes the engine. Alright, and then beacon off. Master switches. Door. And here we are. Now we can use my walking ability with the controller I have, the 360 style controller. I have a button for run as well. I can run. Everything is run because walking is too slow. But there we are. Look at that. Now we can go out this way. You can see some wildlife around here. Turn the volume up a little bit. I can hear stuff. I hear birds chirping and everything like that. It's over this little bump. Could it be a river down there? Listen to the birds. Nope, no river there, but just a gully and a little dirt road. That's cool. It's still very early in the morning. I need to find some coffee. I love how you can still hear the engine pinging and cooling down. Maybe there's coffee over here. Hello, any coffee in here, anybody? Wow, this is really neat. I hope you enjoyed that little adventure. Don't want to drag on too long here, but if you're still watching at this length, fantastic. Hope you subscribe and leave a comment, please. Thank you. Have a great day.